In this video, how I can give Sherry flowers 2 to 5 times a week. This video was suggested by our friend Kimber. She really thought it would be helpful for some guys to stay out of the doghouse. Now, for years, giving flowers to Sherry is something I did, but not very often. The usual excuses: no cash, the store was closed, they die and make a mess, our cats eat the flowers and throw up, and the list goes on. Then one day, I was driving with our friend Chuck, and he told me, "Quick, pull over, stop the car." He next grabbed his phone and stuck it out the window and started taking pictures of some flowers growing on the side of the road. He then selected one and sent it as a text message to his wife. What a brilliant idea! Ever since then, I've looked for flowers to send to Sherry. And I do this as I go about my daily activities. In this video, I'll show the steps I use to send Sherry flowers as pictures. And she likes them. First is taking the picture. This is where I'm doing something. It could be anything. And I notice a flower that has some color and maybe some pleasing shapes and textures. Now, some people would just take a picture of the entire bed of flowers, or they'd take a picture of a bush that has some flowers on it. Now, while this can be a nice picture, it isn't personal enough. Think of it this way. Watch someone look at a flower or even a bunch of flowers. What do? They get up close and personal with it. They just right into that flower. Now, a picture has no smell, but it can still give the effect of getting up close by moving into the single flower or even a small group of flowers. This also helps to put the flower in focus in the camera of the phone. Now, this is important, as a flower out of focus is just not going to impress anyone. Think of how much the flower will fill the screen of the phone that she's going to look at it on. Lighting is important as well. I always use the flash that's on the phone, even in the sun. This fills in light. And even if it adds too much light and washes out the colors, this can be adjusted by an app in the phone. But that would be the subject of another video. Now, where do I find all these flowers? Well, frankly, everywhere, especially in the spring. But being in California, there are flowers almost year-round in some places. So I can get picky as to the flowers I shoot pictures of. Shopping malls, gas stations, most businesses have landscapers constantly working to make the place pretty. And they put flowering plants everywhere that there's a free space. Roses are also popular. You'll find them on any street. And one bush can make flowers many times in a year if it's trimmed properly. Well, now that I have a picture that looks good, how do I send it? On my Samsung phone, I look at it in the Gallery app. Once I've selected a picture, one of the options is Share. Selecting this takes me to choices of how to share the picture. Now, I could email it to her, or I can use some other method, but Message Plus is what I use, for no other reason than it came with a phone and it works. I do this often enough that it'll prompt me with Sherry's contact at the first screen. But even if it doesn't, I just select the Message Plus and choose my contacts list with this button to find Sherry in the list. Once I select her in the list, it'll give me the option of adding more text or additional recipients. But most times I just hit the send arrow and she has it in a few minutes or less. In total, with practice, this process can be as little as 1 minute or even less, even looking for the perfect angle to take the picture. But it's worth far more, because she knows I'm thinking about her, even when she's not with me. This video was a little different than our normal how-to and DIY videos. Please tell us what you think in the comments below. Did this help you? Or maybe it gave you ideas on how you can show others you're thinking of them.
Thanks for watching our video. If you like what you see, press the like button below and subscribe. And also check out our other videos.